Hey guys, me again. I'm just going to, I've been doing a lot of writing and videos kind of telling people how hard it is to lose weight and telling them what is necessary for them to lose weight, or not even lose weight, to really achieve a changed body. I shouldn't keep saying lose weight. To really change your body in a dramatic way, if you're not happy with it, you have to become very self-aware. You have to deal with the issues that created the state of instability and state of unhealthiness in the first place. So rather than just leave you guys hanging with that, I'm going to start giving you tips on how to do that, okay? I'm just going to give you a good book I read. It's called The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. He's like a spiritual teacher, and he basically just kind of explains a skill that all of us can improve upon, that we all have, and that's the ability to detach from our emotional and mental states that cause us to act out behaviors that we don't really prefer any longer. For example, stuffing your face with cake and ice cream to temporarily feel better. You know it's causing you to look like shit and to feel like shit. You don't like doing that, but you do it anyway. Same with going out and having like a dozen beers with your friends, and you wake up and you feel like crap that come Monday you don't even want to go to work, you don't even want to get out of bed, you feel like shit about yourself, you look like crap, you're weak, you're a guy, you want to get strong and lean, you're trying to impress the ladies at the bar and you look like shit, and it's like, and then you do it anyway. And that's because his perspective is that that's because you become possessed, we'll just say, by your emotional and mental states, when in fact you do not have to let them take you over. You can detach from them. You can become the witness of them. And then from this place of more of a pure consciousness, you don't have to act them out. You'll experience the unpleasantness and the momentum that your mental thoughts and your emotional states are kind of circulating through you. You feel them, but there's a little bit of space, and you just sit with them. And you're no longer fueling it by going and acting out whatever your habit has become when those states surface. And he calls it becoming present. It's just a word for saying that basically we, you, all of us, are not our thoughts. Just because thoughts stream through our heads, say like I'm walking down the street and someone's wearing a shirt I don't like, and I go, oh, in my head, that's an ugly shirt. I might not even think, I might not actually think that shirt's ugly, but it's just like a pattern that perhaps it was like a coping mechanism when I was really young and I was in high school and I felt insecure. So to deal with that, I started trying to look for negative things to find about people to take the focus off myself and how I actually felt about myself. And now I'm an adult, that no longer applies. I don't think that I have no problem with that shirt. However, that pattern is so ingrained, and these ingrained, unexamined patterns, belief systems, belief structures, mental states, emotional states are continuing, even to my present day, to cause me to act out these behaviors that I no longer prefer. And this discussion can really have a tremendous impact on you guys who are trying to lose weight or trying to get in shape and whatever your goals happen to be, and you say you haven't been successful. You have to, I think you have to learn to not allow those inevitable surfacing feelings and mental states to take you over. And it's not easy, especially when they're really dark and twisted. Like, for example, say you've been overweight your entire life, and for some reason I'm having trouble thinking of a specific example, but I think you know what I'm saying. When you're triggered, when you find yourself triggered, somebody says like, "Oh God," you hear someone overhear somebody bickering about how heavy you are, or how like shitty you look, or how much weight you've gained, or whatever, and pay attention to what comes up. You'll be in a fine mood prior to those words, and then those words will create the feelings of whatever you happen to personally experience. A lot of times it can be like just like an overwhelming sense of anxiety, sadness, depression, almost fatigue, and from there, it's like you all of a sudden you feel awful. And it's because this emotional loop, this pattern, is just come around again, and here it is. Oh, God. But rather than doing what your brain is telling you to do, what you have learned to do to cope with this, don't do it. Allow that to happen. It's got to happen. You have to process and purge yourself of these negative feelings and habits before you can be washed away of them. And then, not in bed, but that you must get rid of that, because that is the cause of your weight loss, all your problems, basically. I'm not explaining this as clearly as the master Eckhart Tolle is, but let me try to digress a moment here. Yeah, so I'm going to try to break it down as simply as possible. The next time that you are triggered, and this can come in many different ways, when you feel the urge, we'll say, when you feel the urge to act out a behavior that you no longer wish to do because you know the consequences are negative by your own definitions, rather than do it, rather than feel like you have to do it, just sit down, just sit. And say, okay, I want to go to the cabinet right now and I want to get cake. I want to, badly. And just become very aware, and you're going to feel a sense of almost like a pressure-like anxiety that's trying to get you up. And then if you don't give up, what's going to happen is you're going to start having justifications running through your head. Well, I'll just do it just once. Well, I'm going to go on a diet tomorrow anyway. I'm going to call a trainer. I'm going to join Master Body. You know, so really, it's just like my going away party. It's just like my last hurrah. Well, don't listen to that. That is not you. That is the thought patterns that have become habitual, that are just synonymous. They accompany this emotional state that precede them, that are trying to get you to do something you don't want to do, to do something that's going to cause you pain. Just sit there. This too shall pass. They will go away. You will find that, again, just sit with it. Do nothing. These thoughts, these emotions, they are not you. They are simply learned behavior, and you can unlearn them, and you must unlearn them for you to succeed. They will slowly, over time, have less and less and less power over you, and you will start to walk through life conscious and aware, self-aware, and all your behaviors will be something that you, who you truly are wishing to go about doing. You will no longer be held captive. You will no longer be a prisoner to your unconscious mental and emotional patterns. And your external life will change before your eyes. You will lose the weight easily. You will gain the muscle easily. You will become happier. You will eat healthy. You will perhaps even make new friends. You will start to change completely in a very expansive and positive way. You can use your weight gain, you can use your unpleasant physical state as a catalyst to your own inner and outer transformation. It's not going to happen the other way, I promise you. Go ahead, try that same diet, try a different diet. There's a new book out called Yada Yada. It's supposed to be the best diet that's come along in years. Okay? Try it. See what happens. You'll lose the weight probably. You know, you can force yourself to lose the weight. You can white knuckle it for a while. What's going to happen? And holiday season's going to come around. You're going to say, well, I've been so good, so I'll just eat this. I'll just have this dessert this one time. I shouldn't deprive myself. I deserve it. Oh my God, it's so fucking good. Whoa. The next day is, guess what? That monster that you didn't deal with is back. It's going to take you over, and you're going to repeat the same cycle over and over. This is a helpful book. It is not necessary. It helped me a lot with my own addiction. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. You don't have to do that. Just become aware of yourself. Peace.